Have you ever tried to make crispy potatoes at home only to end up with soggy, soft, or half-burnt pieces instead? You turn up the heat, you add more oil, and still no crunch. What if I told you that you don't need a deep fryer, gallons of oil, or restaurant equipment to get that perfect crispy bite? There's a smarter way to do it, and once you know it, you'll never cook potatoes the same again. Crispy potatoes are one of those foods almost everyone loves. Fries, wedges, roasted potatoes, breakfast hash browns, you name it. The problem is most crispy potato recipes rely on deep frying, which means lots of oil, extra calories, and a greasy mess to clean up afterward. That's why so many people assume real crispiness at home just isn't possible without frying. But here's the truth. Crispiness isn't about deep frying, it's about moisture control, surface texture, and heat. When you understand what actually makes potatoes crispy, you can recreate that crunch in your oven, air fryer, or even a regular pan using way less oil, and the results can be just as satisfying, if not better. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make crispy potatoes without deep frying. We'll cover the right type of potato to use, how to prep them, common mistakes that ruin crispiness, and the simple techniques that make all the difference. Whether you're cooking for health reasons or just want better potatoes at home, this will change your kitchen game. Let's start with the most important choice of all, the potato itself. Not all potatoes are created equal. Some are waxy, some are starchy, and that difference matters a lot when it comes to crispiness. For the crispiest results, you want high-starch potatoes like russet potatoes or Idaho potatoes. These have less moisture and more starch, which helps them crisp up instead of steaming. Waxy potatoes like red potatoes or fingerlings are great for salads, but they tend to stay firm and creamy inside, not crispy outside. You can still use them, but they'll never get the same crunch as a russet. So if crispiness is the goal, start with the right potato. Next comes cutting, and this step is more important than most people realize. Try to cut your potatoes into evenly sized pieces. Whether you're making wedges, cubes, or fries, consistency matters. When pieces are uneven, some cook faster while others stay soft, and you end up with mixed textures instead of uniform crispiness. Now, here's a step many people skip, and it's a big mistake. After cutting your potatoes, soak them in cold water for at least 20 to 30 minutes. This removes excess surface starch, which can actually block crisping. Think of it like rinsing off a sticky layer that keeps the potato from browning properly. After soaking, drain the potatoes and dry them really well. And when I say dry, I mean very dry. Use a clean kitchen towel or paper towels and pot them until there's no visible moisture left. Water is the enemy of crispiness. If the potatoes go into the oven or pan wet, they will steam instead of crisp. Now let's talk about oil, because yes, you still need some, but the key is using the right amount, not drowning the potatoes. A thin, even coating is all you need. Too little oil and the potatoes dry out. Too much oil and they turn greasy instead of crispy. Use oils with a high smoke point like olive oil, avocado oil, or canola oil. Toss the potatoes in oil instead of pouring oil directly onto the pan. This ensures every piece is coated evenly and helps promote browning on all sides. Seasoning timing matters too. Salt is important, but adding too much salt before cooking can pull moisture back to the surface. A light seasoning before cooking is fine, but you can always add more salt after they're crispy. Spices like paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper work great and don't interfere with crisping. Now let's talk about cooking methods, starting with the oven. Oven roasted potatoes can be incredibly crispy if you do it right. First, preheat your oven fully. This is non-negotiable. A hot oven, usually around 425 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, is what creates that initial sear on the outside. Use a heavy baking sheet, preferably metal, and preheat it in the oven while it heats up. When you place the potatoes onto a hot pan, they start crisping immediately instead of sticking. Spread the potatoes out in a single layer with space between them. Overcrowding traps steam, and steam kills crispiness. Halfway through cooking, flip the potatoes. This exposes the other side to direct heat and helps them brown evenly. Don't flip too early, let them develop a crust first. Total cooking time is usually around 30 to 40 minutes, depending on size.
Now, let's talk about the air fryer, which has become a favorite for crispy potatoes. Air fryers work because they circulate hot air very efficiently, mimicking the effect of frying without submerging food in oil. The same prep rules apply here. Soak, dry lightly, and don't overcrowd the basket. Cook air-fried potatoes at around 380 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, shaking the basket every 8 to 10 minutes. This ensures even browning. Air fryers usually produce crispiness faster than ovens, often in 15 to 25 minutes. What about stovetop cooking? You can absolutely make crispy potatoes in a pan without deep frying. Use a wide pan so the potatoes aren't stacked. Heat the oil first, then add the potatoes in a single layer. Let them sit without stirring for a few minutes so a crust forms. This part requires patience. If you keep stirring, the potatoes won't crisp. Let one side get golden brown, then flip. Repeat until all sides are crispy. This method works especially well for breakfast potatoes or smaller cubes. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest secrets to extra crispiness: parboiling. This means partially cooking the potatoes in boiling water before roasting or air frying. Add the cut potatoes to salted water, bring to a boil, and cook for about 8 to 10 minutes until the edges are soft but the center is still firm. After draining, let them steam dry for a minute. Then shake them gently in the pot to rough up the edges. This creates a textured surface that crisps beautifully in the oven or air fryer. This one step alone can take your potatoes from good to restaurant-level crispy. Another powerful trick is adding a small amount of starch. Tossing the potatoes with a teaspoon of cornstarch or arrowroot powder before cooking helps absorb surface moisture and promotes browning. You won't taste it, but you'll definitely see the difference. Now, let's talk about cheese, because many people try to add it too early. Cheese contains moisture and fat that can prevent crisping if added at the start. If you want cheesy potatoes, add the cheese during the last few minutes of cooking or sprinkle it on after the potatoes are already crispy. Fresh herbs work best when added at the end too. Fresh herbs like rosemary, parsley, or thyme can burn in high heat. Add them after cooking or toss them on while the potatoes are still hot so the aroma releases without burning. Now, let's clear up a big myth. Turning up the heat higher does not automatically make potatoes crispier. Too much heat can burn the outside while the inside stays undercooked. Crispiness comes from controlled heat, dryness, and time, not extreme temperatures. Another common mistake is using parchment paper incorrectly. While parchment prevents sticking, it can also trap moisture. If you use it, make sure the oven is hot and the potatoes are spaced well. For maximum crispiness, direct contact with a hot metal pan works best. Now, let's talk about nutrition for a second. When you skip deep frying, you dramatically cut down on excess oil and calories. Crispy baked or air-fried potatoes can be a part of a balanced, healthy meal. Pair them with lean protein like grilled chicken or fish and some veggies, and you've got a solid plate. You can also boost flavor without adding oil by using spices. Smoked paprika adds a fried-like taste. Garlic powder adds depth. Chili powder gives heat. Nutritional yeast adds a cheesy, savory flavor without dairy. Here's the big reveal, the one thing that ties everything together. Crispy potatoes without deep frying aren't about one magic trick. They're about removing moisture before cooking and allowing heat to hit the surface evenly. Every step you've learned today, soaking, drying, spacing, proper heat, and patience, works toward that one goal. Once you understand that crispiness is a moisture problem, not an oil problem, everything changes. You stop blaming your oven, you stop adding more oil, and suddenly your potatoes come out golden, crunchy, and satisfying every single time. That's the difference between guessing and knowing what you're doing in the kitchen. So let's quickly sum this up. If you want crispy potatoes without deep frying, start with starchy potatoes. Cut them evenly, soak them, dry them well, and coat them lightly with oil. Use high heat, don't overcrowd, and give them time to form a crust. Add flavors at the right moment, not too early. These small changes turn regular potatoes into something special, crispy outside, fluffy inside, and way healthier than deep-fried versions. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you prefer oven-roasted potatoes, air-fryer potatoes, or pan-fried potatoes? And what's the biggest struggle you've had with getting them crispy? Drop your answer in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe for more simple food and health tips, and share it with someone who loves potatoes as much as you do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.